When you're recording, another way to get a great professional look is to have what's called shallow depth of field. Now, without getting too technical, this is where the background is out of focus and the subject is the only thing in focus. Now, if you're using a camcorder, you probably can't do much about this, so just bear that in mind if you choose to use a camcorder for your course. If you're using a DSLR to record your course, then you've got the ideal setup because you can use interchangeable lenses as needed for the particular scene. Now, the ones that work well for shallow depth of field are a telephoto lens or a portrait lens. Now, you can use the lens to manually focus on yourself or your subject, which will be closer to the camera, and as you do so, the background will blur out of focus. Now, this is great for minimizing distracting elements and encouraging the viewer to focus on what you're wanting them to focus on. Now, if you're using a smartphone, then you can work around this by purchasing a clip-on lens to add to your phone for certain scenes. Now, by itself, the phone can't do this, although I believe the iPhone 7 Plus can. I'm not sure what other phones can do, and either way, it probably won't be long before more allow for this ability. But in the meantime, the clip-on lenses work well and can give you that professional look. Now, going for this look is much easier if your camera is set on a tripod and you aren't planning to move closer or further away from the lens. Now, if you are planning to move around more, then you may find that using these lenses can be more of a challenge because you'll need to keep the same distance from the lens in order to stay in focus. Or you need a focus puller, which is someone who can manually adjust the focus as you move. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend this unless you're planning some really fancy shots, and it's highly unlikely that you will need it. It is a practice skill, and it is something you see in movie making, and while it may make your shot look fabulous, and if you can do it, that's great, but it just may not be worth the effort for your course. So if you can, I'd recommend getting a lens that will give you the shallow depth of field look, as it does make your image look great. However, unless you have a skilled helper, I would just use it at times when you're not planning to be moving around, as it just complicates matters, and I don't think you need to worry about that for your course. Please leave a comment below if you have any comments or questions, and I will do my best to respond. And also, if you liked this video and found it helpful, then please hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and I look forward to catching up with you next time.